and today we are going to be looking at some Valentine's Day or Valentine's inspired dresses. Look at this, it's detachable. This is one of those dresses that is a heart rate dress. Hey you, and welcome to my channel. I'm 𝘲𝑗𝑚𝑥, and today we are going to be looking at some Valentine's Day or Valentine's inspired dresses in a haul. This is actually my very first time doing a haul from a few different places, so I'm a bit excited about it. And some of these are new styles, some of these are old styles, but all in all, I have everything from cute to day outfits to night outfits, and I even have something for the Black Widow out there. So today, my very first dress, this beautiful white dress. This is a petite chérie lady in lace-up mini dupe. I got it off of Amazon, but that is, if you look up petite chérie, it's a very expensive French brand, and this is the dress. Very similar to what they actually have. I would say the only difference is that they have a lace up that you see in the front, also on the sides. But I'm okay with that because I do not have the funds to fork over almost $1,000 for a dress, so we are going with the dupe. Now this dupe it's almost exactly like the original. It is lace, like or as Emperor Nanya said, it's like doily texture, it's like napkin, but it is double lined, and the lining underneath is actually very soft, very silky, and whenever you're like hot, especially in the skirt area, it's cooling. It does not absorb moisture. It kind of just, or I guess it does absorb moisture, but it doesn't stick in it, you know, like it doesn't feel like a wet t-shirt. The other thing I'll say is that this band up here, I wish it was adjustable, because this part right here, it's a bit low, and sometimes it does feel like, oh my gosh, it could slip over. But also the adjustableness would allow you to lift, lower, whatever you want with it. There is some type of unique sewing ruching on the hip area, which is allowing for your hips to kind of have that flared out look. So regardless of whether you have a box shape, a triangle, hourglass, pear, whatever, you are going to have hips in this dress no matter what. And one thing I do like about this dress is it's such a light and dainty dress. It feels lightweight on it. I do wish in the back where the zipper is, there was a clasp at the top, so that way it's easier to zip up on your own and you don't have to worry about it accidentally coming down or hooking up into anything. But I will say I love the fact that this is a halter. It helps with the light and airy feeling of the dress, and it just keeps your whole back cool. The halter portion is a bit lower in the back than a normal halter. Usually if you have a halter, it goes like kind of just exactly around from where it starts. In this one, this top area is a bit higher, and then the back is a bit lower, which actually surprisingly makes it feel a whole lot cooler than I would anticipate, and I'm very thankful for it, to be honest with you. But yeah, this dress for myself, I would probably give this like an 8 out of 10 myself. I think I like adjustability, so that way it works for every single body. And then I just yeah, an 8 out of 10. This is nice. This is for a brunch day. So let's get to the next one. Okay guys, so here we are with another dress, and this time we're going very kind of all the traditional Valentine themes all into one dress. We have the pink, we have a bow, we have this shine, we have flower detail. This is like embroidery, as well as like a satin, light pink, dark pink, kind of design on here, so when it hits you it shines. And this one is from BabyBoo Fashion. It is the Elenora mini dress in blush. Now this dress, every time I have seen somebody in this dress, I'm just like, that is such a beautiful dress. It's perfect for brunch and all these things, and I definitely agree with that. I'm still happy that I wore this dress. However, I did not realize how tedious this dress was, and it is the main reason why I personally cannot give it more than a 6. Because even though this dress is beautiful, it fits decently. Like around the part where you cinch it, perfect. The bust area is a little bit too big for me, but maybe one day that'll fit perfectly. Of course, that depends on your own body size and how that works for you. I did get this in a small, which is my size, but solely just for the bust area I would have gone down a size smaller. But the main reason that I give this a 6 is due to how difficult it is to put on. So for instance, the bow in the back, I'm gonna show this to you guys. After you cinch the waist, you have to like put the strings in yourself for the bow. This bow, look at this, it's detachable. It's a beautiful, beautiful bow, but it is detachable, and this is what gives me like an annoyance, because let's say you're out one day and the strings untie. If it comes out, like let's say somebody's pulling at it or something, it comes out, you could lose the bow. The dress is perfectly fine, but I think the bow itself is what gives it that extra charm. The material of this is nice. It's very soft. It feels very Asian, and it's nice. I just wish it was easier to put this dress on, because one, you gotta unzip it and all the zips are underneath all the strings in the back, and then you have to tie the strings, and you can't just do a pull and it ties. You have to like kind of go line by line in order to do it, and then you have to kind of properly put the strings in like a twisted method in order to put it through, and there's not even a section for you to put it through. You have to put it through where all the strings for the bow is, which can cause it to lean to one side, lean to the other side, and then you have to do that, and then you have to tie, and then the strings themselves are really, really long, so you have to like tie one big bow, and then with the remaining of the string tie another big bow, just so that way it hides or it looks decent in the back. Outside of that though, that's like my main big complaint. But outside of that, they have like extra fabric here in the hip area where they put a bit more fabric to give kind of that wider hip look, so it fans out a bit on the hips, makes your waist look a bit smaller, as well as the cinching does as well. And then the material itself feels decent. It's not too rough. It's like what you would imagine rough fabric to be, but it's softer, if that makes any sense. And then the embroidery on the outside to look like flowers also works with the pattern on it. So it's just overall like a full Valentine's Day look. If you were thinking, I need pink hearts, I need flowers, and I need a cute bow for gifts, this is literally that dress. But unfortunately, like I said, just because of the difficulty putting it on is why I give it a 6 overall. So let's get to the next dress. Okay guys, so this one is actually the cheapest dress on the list. This one is from SHEIN. It is part of their SHEIN Bay capsule or collection. It's the one-piece women's sexy deep v-neck backless high slit ruched bodycon green olive green dress suitable for graduation party, formal occasion, cocktail party, romantic date, autumn/winter, undergarment dress party, nightclub formal gathering, bridesmaid gown, night out dress, Halloween dress, Christmas dress. All of those, right? And I will say this, out of all the dresses, this dress probably feels the best. It feels like you're wearing nothing at all. And also like As you can see, like, I'm constantly adjusting it. This is one of those dresses that is a heart rate dress. It is a heart rate for the person you're going out with, and it's a heart rate for you. One, because you are absolutely gonna look smoking hot in this dress no matter where you go, and two, because of this top part here, there's nothing really securing it unless you get those fabric tapes, sticky tapes, all those tapes to just hold it in place, and then you're good to go. But outside of that, it has like, it gives very Greek goddess type of dress. It's very toga-y. You have your little leg slit going on with a nice ruching along the side. I do like that the ruching is kind of shaped a little bit like a bow tie. So it's on the hips, it's bigger, but then as it comes to the center part of your waist, it gets smaller. And this actually helps accentuate your hips, accentuate your shape, and gives you a bit of curve to it. There is like a nice string in the back that you could use to tighten or loosen. Honestly, the string doesn't make much sense to me, because if you tighten it, it's only gonna separate this part, these two things right here, separate them further. Or if you loosen it, I get that, because you can bring it closer together. And actually, now that I think about it, it's possible you could even twist this front part just to give yourself a bit more coverage. The slit at the thigh is a bit high. You can always kind of pull it down a bit so it goes, but as you walk, it is gonna go up. So definitely try looking for more of a high waist underwear. Otherwise, you are going to kind of show that off to everybody. I do say you do have to be concerned with flashing, especially when wearing this dress and how you walk. But outside of that, this dress flows. It really flows. As you're walking, it's gonna swish to the side, sashay on the side. It's very nice. And when it comes to Valentine's Day, I do think this is a very nice dress. But due to the difficulty of like making sure that you're not flashing anybody, you're not showing off anything, I personally would have to give this a 7, because it's not working out for me. Like constantly having to walk, like let's say I'm out for like 5-10 minutes, constantly have to check myself, make sure nothing's showing. It makes me feel like I would have to spend the entire night holding things in place, which is only gonna make me feel more and more self-conscious instead of confident. So when I say for this dress, you will love it. You will absolutely look stunning in this. This is a Valentine showstopper dress. It is. You just need to make sure you have the tape like everywhere to securely set things in place. So yeah, that's the only reason why this is a 7. If there was if it came with tape, if it came with something to make sure things stay secure in place, this would have been like 11 out of 10, but because it doesn't, it's a 7 for me. Alright guys, so the next one I have is this beautiful body hugging slimming black dress. This is from BabyBoo fashion. It is the Zayde maxi dress in the color black. Now you can't see it from here, but if you look close enough, there's like these dots all over it where it feels like glue dots. I don't know if you've ever seen that candy where it's like a whole bunch of dots on the page and you could pull them off. It looks like that. And as it hits the light, those dots kind of give a little bit of an iridescent shine or some type of shine to it. It's almost like fake gemstone. So it's a bit subtle with it. When you touch it, it feels like reptilian, like skin-ish, kind of, a little bit. I'm like going through it right now. But this dress is honestly the easiest of all the dresses I got. One, you could just slip it on, and then all you have to do is just pull the back strings properly, because it's all one string, and it just cinches. So I know a few years ago there was that swimsuit, the black swimsuit, where it had strings in the back and it just cinched your waist in and made you look slim thick so easily. This is that dress. this is that in dress form. So I like, for instance, that this halter does not go too low. I do still wish, I love adjustability because not everybody is well endowed and not everybody is not well endowed, and sometimes certain heights make you look bigger whereas other heights make you look smaller in terms of lift. But outside of that, the strings in the back are kind of good. My only complaint with the strings is that if your strings are not pulled tight evenly all around, you're gonna get a little bit of bunching here at the side, and that's the only complaint. Is this part right here where the strings are is not the smoothest. The back, it stops the height for where the backless part stops. It's right at your waist, so it creates like a slimmer, elegant type of look to you. And then the back, well, not the back, the bottom, it's straight, but there's enough stretch that you could walk in it. There isn't really much complaints about this dress. There also isn't like much high marks either. So for me, just for the simplicity of this dress, this is like one of those, not little black dresses, but just one of those staple black dresses you could wear to any type of event. This really is a dress you can wear to any event and you will fit in. You'll still look dressed up, dressed down, depending on your shoes, depending on your accessories, or even depending on your shawl or jacket. Like for instance, if I pair this with a fur coat, I'm good to go to like a high-end event. Or if I pair this, for instance, with like, I don't know, I guess like, I wouldn't even say a jeans jacket, but a shawl, I could be ready to go to the opera. I could even just wear it like this and I'm good for a dinner with friends. So this for me is like a dress that anybody could wear. It's very stretchy. It could fit into different sizes. It's weird. It's stretchy, but it's also body conscious. So it hugs your body. It makes your hips and your waist look really, really small, especially because of the ties and how it's set up. It literally kind of pulls your whole waist in while making the fabric a bit looser, or it gives you more hips due to it not being as tight in those areas. So it really just shapes you up, kind of gives you a little bit of like the Marilyn Monroe dress, but without the flare for the bottom. So yeah, this dress I am giving probably an 8 as well. So overall, guys, this is my personal score for the haul that I'm doing. I still, because I have a lot of online shopping that I do, I'm still hoping that there comes a day where a brand or even a haul or even a certain style or whatever makes me go like, yes, everything I got is an absolute hit. This one is always like little tweaks, but we're working on it, guys. So thank you so much for watching this haul, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.